Hi guys, welcome to the short video which is going to be about the difference between a T568A cable and a T568B cable. Now the difference is ultimately, it comes down to the pin assignments. So with T568 cable, the layout of the cable is we've got stripe green, then we've got solid green, stripe orange, solid blue, stripe blue, solid orange, stripe brown, solid brown. Now when it comes to a T568B cable, basically the colors orange and green swap. So in a T568A cable, if you look, stripe green and stripe solid green. So there was we start with green, and then we move on to orange, striped orange, blue, striped solid orange, and then brown. Whereas with T568B, we start with orange, striped orange, orange, then striped green, then solid blue, striped blue, solid green, striped brown, and then solid brown. So the colors orange and green swap places between T568A and T568B. Now, it's important to know that a straight through cable uses T568A or T568B on both ends. So the pin assignments are matching on both sides, whereas a crossover cable, the pin assignments are different because we have a T568A connection. One side is using the T568A standard, and the other side is using the T568B standard. So there's the pin assignments don't match on both sides. So traditionally, T568A was used more prominently in the United States, and especially when it comes to the telephony infrastructure. And however, today the use of T568B has risen, so the difference between T568A and T568B usage isn't as big as it used to be historically. And this leads to the question, which one should you use? Which standard should you use? Well, it ultimately depends on what your organization's network has historically been built with. If it was T568A, you should continue with that, and if it's T568B, you should continue with that. Because failure to stick to one standard will result in connectivity issues because the pins in each jack won't match. If you're mixing and matching the standards, you won't have connectivity because standards are different, the pins don't match up, and so the data can't be transmitted over the infrastructure. So that's ultimately the answer to the question, which standard should use. It really depends on what your organization's used in the past. So that's the difference, guys, between a T568A and a T568B cable. Thank you for watching.